Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is February 26, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. So, pretty wild action out here in the market already. You see the futures were trading higher now after the durable goods report. It looks like the market has started to come back down. So just at 8:30, we did have some economic news. I believe we had consumer prices tumble. They were down 0.7% in January, and you had real wages move higher. That should ultimately be good for gold. So a lot of economic data coming out, and we'll see how this all shakes out. But any way you slice it or dice it right now, when you look at the market, you see the market has rolled over a little bit. Again, we're very, very overbought in the market, so to see any kind of a short-term pullback would not be an overall surprise, but we'll see what today brings. Generally, the volume's been so light, it's been hard to take the market down, as you just don't really have any kind of selling pressure out here at this point in time. All right, there's a lot of stocks in the news. Let's jump right into them. We're going to talk about Salesforce first. Company came out with earnings last night after the closing bell. You can see it's trading up here at around $70.89. It closed at $62.87. So that's a big, big pop there for Salesforce. The stock is overbought at this time, so I would not be jumping in. If you own it, congratulations. Put a trailing stop in there, and you're sitting pretty. Hard stock to try to find a level to go short. I wouldn't do anything on the short side right now, but I would be very careful with it just in case it does come back down to earth and rolls over. You don't want to be caught, so I would put a trailing stop in there if you own Salesforce and you held it into those earnings. Next up on the docket here is Kohl Stores. KSS trading right now at around $72.50. Close at $70.90. This is overbought as well. There's a lot of resistance all the way up to $80, so be very, very careful here. This is another stock you really just want to trail your stop loss with. If it does get up to $75, $75.60, right around there, we're probably going to hit some good short-term resistance. So again, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's still another, $3 away. But either way, have a trailing stop in there. You don't want to get too cute with this name today. Let's take a look at Workday. They had earnings, I believe. Ticker symbol is WDAY. This was a level I gave all of the intraday stock chat room members yesterday at 97. You can see how the stock went right up there. Has come back down. There's not much you could do with it. This is overbought. I don't see it getting much above the 97. Maybe it gets to 97.25, 97.50, but that would be about the extent of it for Workday. So I don't really see the stock trading much above there. If you own it right now, be very, very careful with it. If it rolls over, the stock doesn't have any kind of real support until $87.17, and then really after that it's down to $80.50. This is a little bit on the thin side, meaning rarely does it trade a million shares a day. Well, lately it does, but prior to this month or so, it could be very, very erratic. And it's a new issue. We don't have a lot of data to work off of. Remember, the stock just came public, I believe, in 2012. So we don't have a lot of chart data to use. So, you want to be a little bit careful in trading stocks like this one. All right, let's go over to Sears Holdings. Ticker symbol is SHLD, Shield. And you're going to see here is that Sears traded above the 39 level, now trading down to 37. I don't see anything good for Sears on the chart. The chart is telling me the stock ultimately wants to go back down to 32.25. If you're aggressive, that's where you could look at the stock for potential scalp level, 32.25. I just don't see any chart pattern here that really tells me this stock has any real strength to it. Be very, very careful with Sears at this point in time. All right, let's take a look here at Limited Brands, LB. This is the parent company of Victoria's Secret. Stock is making a little move today. It's trading higher by 92, trading higher at 92.75. It closed at 92.47. I don't think it's a big deal at the moment. So we'll see if it can get above the 95 level. Then the stock would have upside to 97.60. Right now, it's kind of just range bound. We'll take a look at this once the opening bell rings today, a little bit later. Let's take a look here at Mobileye, MBLY. This is another stock that just debuted several months ago. I guess it's about 7-8 months old. But you can see the stock trading at $36.40. I believe they reported earnings. The stock closed yesterday at 35.29. I don't see a great move here for Mobileye. If it can get above 38, it has upside to 40.50. 40.50 would be maximum that I could see this stock going up today. So you got to be a little bit careful there. This just popped up on my radar, LKQ. So let's take a look at that one. LKQ. Let's pop that up. That's trading at 24.70. I do not know the news here, but this is a pretty big sell-off. This is a long time bearish chart pattern, so you want to be a little bit careful with this. I don't see anything good for this stock until $19. I'm not saying it's going to get there today. It's at 24.50, but any way I slice it or dice it here, I really don't see anything good here for this equity until 19 bucks. I'm not saying it's going to get there today, but that's just looking at the stock right now. If you take a look at the chart, that's telling you the stock is ultimately going back down to 19 bucks. So be very, very careful on LKQ. Stock yesterday closed at around 27.85, now trading at 24.70. But I just don't see any play on this name, at least at the moment. I'm just looking over a few other names here to see if there's anything else that we can find. I'm seeing some movement here in this NFX. And let's take a look at the chart. Stock's trading at 33.70, closed at 36. Ooh, this is an ugly sell-off. The only support level I'm seeing here for this one is at 26.30. So keep that on the radar. NFX, New Field Exploration. If it comes down to 26.30, there could be a quick scalp play there for NFX. All right, let's move over to the gold market. Right now, it looks like gold futures are trading higher by $14. So let's take a look at the GLD. And again, if you get real wage growth, you will see gold futures move higher. Right now, GLD is trading at 116.70. That's a pretty good little pop. We'll see if it holds up today. A lot of times gold will trade up and then fade. It'll also trade inversely to dollar yen, so you want to keep that on the radar as well. If you take a look at the dollar yen chart, dollar yen right now is getting a pretty good pop here. So if dollar yen continues to move up, that will take some steam out of gold. If the dollar yen chart starts to revert back down, that would be a positive for gold. Let's take a look at the oil market today. Light sweet crude futures are down $1.40. That could be good for the airline stocks. Let's take a look at the USO right now. Crude futures, though, are trading at 49.60. Let's go to the USO, which you'll see trading down at 18.25. Oil has been very, very volatile. It's just been in a choppy range for the most part, and it's going to remain that way for the foreseeable future. If I see something different, I will let all the In the Money Stocks members know. Right now, we've just been really trading it intraday, and we've done that with high degree of success. All right, let's take a look here at the USO, and what you're going to see here is that it's trading at 18.25, closed at 18.65. Be very, very careful. Let's take a quick look at airline stocks here. Yeah, you can see American Airlines getting a little bit of a lift off here. Nothing great. Stock's up about 50 cents. Let's take a look at UAL, United Airlines, United Continental. That's getting a little bit of a pop. Stock closed at 68.69. It's now trading at 69.50. And then you have Delta Airlines. That's trading at 47.35. Let's take a look at JetBlue, which is trading at around 17.75. JetBlue is creeping up a little bit. So when oil goes down, airline stocks usually will go higher. Keep that on the radar today. It's not a perfect relationship, but it's a good generalization that we find works out quite often. Yesterday, if you watched the intraday stock chat video, if you watched the morning pre-market video, we gave a nice level on Chesapeake. That worked out nicely yesterday. And today, we'll see what we get in the chat room. But the chat room's been on fire. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to our intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing throughout the market. Right now, futures are down $1.25 after being positive earlier this morning. It should be good volatility out here. When we have volatility, we have money-making opportunities. That's the bottom line. With that being said, everybody have a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.